See, overall in the last trading session, the counter have seen a very drastic upsurge that was backed by very strong volumes. Today, the counter is having a kind of a breather from the higher levels, but overall the trend is looking very bullish because the counter have seen a decent surge from the 200-day SMA. So I expect that in the short-term perspective, one can look for buying opportunity. The counter has a potential to retest the zone of 1920 to 1940 in the short-term perspective. So one can look for buying opportunity keeping a stop loss of nearly 1770 for short-term point of view. Overall, the trend is looking very bullish, and I expect that the momentum should continue once it breaches the zone of 1940 for further levels of nearly 2150. But that from a medium-term point of view. From shorter-term point of view, 1920 can be seen as the first potential target.
All right, moving on then to the next counter that is in focus, and that is Bajaj Consumers. That one is posted its Q1 numbers. Take us to the fine print of the numbers. Kanishka, what do the numbers look like?
Absolutely. So Bajaj Consumer, like you said, is in focus after reporting a decent set of Q1. Revenue rose about 8.5% on a year-on-year basis. Net profit was up about 2%, and EBITDA grew 10.6% to 40 crore rupees, with margin improving to 15.2% level. Now, brokerage firm Nuvama that has maintained a buy call on the stock with a target price of 274 rupees, noting that margin expansion and a return to growth is what it has highlighted in its Q1 results. Urban sales were strong. They were aided by wholesale recovery, while rural demand that continued to remain weak. The brokerage has also pointed out that international business declined on tariffs and geopolitical disruptions, though Nepal and Bangladesh, they have posted strong double-digit growth. However, despite that decent set, the market hasn't been reacting all that positively to Bajaj Consumers' numbers. As we can see, it's down about 2.5% as we speak.
Yes, Bajaj Consumer still near the day's low, but Osho M&M, that's the stock in focus. Yesterday there was some volatility in the counter, but nevertheless the festive season is there and some bullish reports are also coming in when it comes to the auto sector, and the rains have also been actually strong in the entire month of August till now. So what are the views coming in technically when it comes to M&M? What are the positions looking like?
See, overall, this counter has been maintaining its upward movement, and there has been kind of a consolidation at higher levels, even though the market has seen a very decisive correction. But from auto space, this counter have maintained its bullish momentum. So I expect that it is still on the verge of giving a multi-week, or we can even quote multi-month breakout. But I am expecting that with the kind of momentum and with the kind of traction this counter is gaining in the recent period, I expect that in the short-term perspective, there is a high potential for a breakout in the counter. And on the higher end, I expect that once it breaches the zone of 3380 or